Hey guys, welcome back to the DeeTimeLove show, and you join me at the DeeTime bar, and I've got an interesting video. I've got a brand new release from AV8 watches. This is the AV8 Spitfire Lock Chrono with the bronze finish case and the green dial. And yeah, those of you that are not familiar with AV8 watches, they are part of the Dartmouth watch group that also produce the likes of Spinnaker watches, Ballast, and many more other brands. So they're not a micro brand like some people think. And AV8 watches do have their watches in many retail outlets in the UK. So they have got a fairly large following. I've seen the following and Facebook groups pop up online. From the first day that I featured one of these AV8 watches on my channel, which was about 3-4 years ago, I've seen a massive following for the brand. So let's have a look at the packaging that comes with this particular timepiece. Now, they normally come with a green packaging, but they've gone grey for this particular timepiece. And I have reviewed in the past the automatic version. Now, this watch hosts a Meca Quartz movement, and for those of you that are not familiar with Meca Quartz, it does operate like a quartz movement in terms of that it's powered by a battery. However, if you click the pusher, there is a mechanical sensation. Don't know if you can hear that via the mic there. And you can see that the second hand has a smoother sweeping hand than your normal quartz chrono movement. And yeah, if you stop that there, and it's got a flyback function as well. Now, let's go through the specification before I basically give you my impressions of the watch. So you've got a case diameter of 42 millimeters. Now, the case thickness, I believe, is 13 millimeters. You've got a bandwidth of 22 millimeters and nice leather calf with white stitching there, and it does taper down to 18 millimeters, which is nice. Let's have a look at the bronze finish buckle there. Very nice indeed. The leather on the calf, this calf leather doesn't seem overly stiff like you get with some of the Seiko entry-level watches that seem to be very, very stiff. It seems to be quite soft already. I've only been wearing it for a few days now, and it does wear very well on my 7-inch wrist. Let's have a look at the dial itself, and it's a green dial. I love the numerals that have got that full patina. It is a layered dial, as you can see there. I love the hands. There's no second sub dial. However, if you did want that second hand ticking away, I guess you could operate like this. It's not going to use any more battery power because you don't really have that second sub dial at 6 o'clock. Instead, you've got a big date wheel function there, and you can see from the red text it says Meca Quartz. But nice big hands. I love the sub dial, the minute counter, the 24-hour counter. The dial is very layered. From what you can see, there's different layers of depth from the sub dials to the main actual dial, and the way the indices have been giving it that sort of 3D depth as such. And yeah, very large, very legible. Let's have a quick shot of the lume. So it's got good Swiss lumen over there as well. Yeah, not too bad at all. Let's have a look at the back, and you can see that engraving of the Spitfire AV8 watches. They're just letting you know that it is a Meca Quartz movement. And look, guys, I think one big improvement, and let's not forget, this watch comes in at £215. It is mineral crystal. I was going to be overly critical and say, look, I would have preferred the sapphire crystal, but it's going to be hard to find any watch at this price point that is a chronograph with a sapphire crystal. There are watches out there that you can find with sapphire, but this is not a micro brand. You know, they've actually given you a Meca Quartz movement, which is great. In the past, they've used sort of like standard Miyota quartz movements, and I just felt that it made, you know, the watch feel and look a bit cheap than it should have. And with the Meca Quartz, I would say it really does fall in line with what, you know, watch enthusiasts want, especially the aviation fanboys that have got a very modest budget. And, you know, you don't need to spend loads of money nowadays to get a good looking watch and something with a little bit of substance, I have to say. So looking at the crown there, very nice. Look at the design cues of the Spitfire there. Very nice indeed, I have to say. Now, you know, if I'm being negative, you know, it's not going to appeal to everybody in terms of the design. You have to be a real aviation fanboy to appreciate this dial configuration, the aesthetic of it. It very much looks like it's taken its inspiration from the cockpit of the Spitfire plane. Just the way it's been laid out, the design, the size of the numerals, and just look at that 25 there, and the color, the gray with the full speed in it. You know, they've done a good job to give it that vintage vibe, I would say, which is very nice. Bit of a retro vibe about this particular timepiece. I do like the crown, does fall in line quite well. So yeah, overall for the price, great bang per buck watch, I have to say. £215. There's not much you can be critical about in terms of this watch, I have to say. So if people have got a modest budget and they want to make a quartz watch, they want a bronze style with a green dial, you know, nice color combinations, I have to say. There are other different palettes that you want to have a look at. Check the link in the description. I'll provide you a promo code below. Like I said, I am an affiliate with these guys. I do work with the Dartmouth Watch Group. I try and be as critical as I can, guys. And the good news is the likes of AVA, Spinnaker, and the other brands I have in the group, they do listen to us YouTubers, and they have made a lot of changes in their watches. So in the past, this may have been, you know, a normal sort of Miyota quartz movement. They've gone for the Meca Quartz, which is, for me, as a watch enthusiast, is a bare minimal for me. So guys, it's a lovely looking watch for £215 sterling for 2021, plus the discount that I provide in the description below. Makes it extremely good value, to be fair. So guys, leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about this particular timepiece. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, and I'll see you soon.